Namaste, fist bump guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to cover what I think is the best hack from the glucose revolution, and it's free, it's cheap, it's easy, and it's really quite powerful. So blood sugar dysregulation is an absolutely huge problem, and if you ever eat a meal and you find yourself in a food coma after, if you've ever used that sentence, food coma, afterwards, where you're just like drained, your body is having a hard time processing that energy. And I think one of the things that can happen is your muscles contract, and when your muscles contract, they absorb the energy. And if you're just sitting in a food coma, you're not contracting your muscles. So when we talk about our metabolic rate, we've got our resting metabolic rate, we've got our NEAT, which is this hand waving, unconscious moving, and then we have exercise. We've also got thermal effect of food, but if it's the same meal, we'll just leave that one out. So the hack is just moving after you eat. Tim Ferriss is big on this in his book 4 Hour Body. He used to go on about this. The guys from Epic Mealtime actually used that hack to not gain massive amounts of weight when they were doing these insane food challenges. So moving after you eat just helps with nutrient partitioning. It allows your body to uptake the energy independent of insulin, so it kind of helps insulin out with its job of storing that food, particularly glucose. So if you move after you eat, you start contracting your muscles and your demand of energy increases. So you got your resting metabolic rate. I'll use mine as an example. So my resting metabolic rate is about 75 calories an hour. It doesn't matter what I do if I'm sitting on my butt. So here's two of me. If I go for a walk, I'm going to increase that. So even a 10-minute walk will be about 50 calories. So now I'm burning 50 calories over this version of me that's sitting on the couch in a food coma. Not only that, because it will help blunt my blood sugar curve. So I'll be 2 hours on the couch here. So 75 calories, that's 150 calories. But this guy here, or this version of me, will burn my 75 calories plus my 50 calories from the walk, plus in 2 hours. So I'll be 150 calories plus my 50 calories from my walk. And because I won't be in a food coma after, I'll do more of this unconscious movement, which could be anywhere from 25 calories to hundreds of calories an hour, depending on what I'm doing. So the difference in calories could be up to 150 calories per meal of more energy burned by taking this 10-minute walk. I'll get better blood glucose regulation, I'll get better nutrient partitioning, and I'll burn more calories. So this version of me in that 2 hours will burn about 150 calories, and this version that's just taking that 10-minute walk will increase their NEAT, will increase a little bit of energy kind of production. I'll feel more energetic, so I'll burn about 250 calories in that 2 hours post-meal, compared to this guy, or this version of me, that's 150. That's 100 calories more. If I do that over 3 meals, that's 300 calories. In the end of the week, that's over 7 days, that's 2,100 more calories. That's a significant amount of calories, and that's near half a pound. If these two guys were dieting at the same calories and I just added in this extra walk, I would expect to lose half a pound a week more. So if this guy was losing half a pound a week, this guy would lose a pound, and so on and so forth. So in a year, that's absolutely massive. Not only that, you'll improve your kind of uptake into your cells, you'll get more of this glucose stored into the muscles, which means your workouts will be more effective, your blood sugar is controlled. Stan Efferding has a video on this where he says it's more powerful than metformin, and there's studies to prove that. I just think it's a really easy hack to do, and it's a learned habit. I see people who are naturally slim will kind of move straight after their walk. It's something they'll habitually do, where I'm someone who will just food coma themselves. So it's something that I've tried to introduce, and it's not really, I think it's more a habit-based thing than a genetic-based thing. I think it's really just how you grew up and what your family did. So if your family wasn't a kind of mover after dinner family, you're not going to be a mover after dinner family. And if your family was a kind of going out for a walk or clean the house or tidy your room after, then you're going to ingrain those habits. But it's a fairly simple habit to ingrain. Just kind of plan out your day. If you see my scheduling videos, this is something that I include in my scheduling. I think about what move I'm going to do after my meal. So it doesn't have to be a 10-minute walk like Stan Efferding has in the glucose revolution. It's kind of any movement. She's saying something like 50 squats will do the trick, but you can do some hang out the washing, do the dishes, just staying on your feet. Sitting to standing uses more calories. Standing to walking uses more calories. You don't necessarily need to do a hard workout, because you're going to have trouble digesting your food if you demand too much from your muscles, but a little walkabout is really beneficial. So that's my favorite hack from the glucose revolution. I think it's something that's so easy to implement into your life. And like, one walk post one of your meals is better than zero, 2 is better still, 3 is better still. And it's a really good way of sort of leveling out your blood sugar without adding in any medication or anything, and to build a really good sustainable habit moving forward.